How's it going, everybody? So today I'm going to show you guys the best ways to break common smoke positions in CS2. There's absolutely nothing quite as satisfying as catching the enemy off guard by blowing away their cover and obliterating them straight through it. But before we dive straight in, I want to thank today's sponsor, SkinsMonkey. So SkinsMonkey is an automated CS2 trading site that provides an instant way for you to get new skins. All you have to do is select your old skins that you don't want anymore and then pick out some fresh ones to trade for. It's as easy as that. And right now you could get a free $5 if you use code TACTICS on the site. And finally, you could get up to a 35% deposit bonus when using my code. So thanks again to SkinsMonkey for sponsoring this video. Links in the description. Now, you may be wondering, why would I ever need a lineup to break a smoke when I can just do this? Well, there's actually two reasons. The first is damage. If you throw it like that, you're either gonna hurt or tag yourself a little bit, slowing down you or your teammates. So let's take a look at the most common example of this mid-window on Mirage. If you were to just walk up into this position and right-click, well, that HE is gonna hit you, tag you, and slow you down a little bit, making it a bit more difficult to get that peak. A much more effective way to do this is to do a right-click jump throw with an HE to where it lands on the outside of the window, not damaging you and not tagging you, so you can get out there and peek much more effectively. So again, this is a fairly simple lineup. You're just gonna go right here and you're gonna do a right click jump throw right here at this plank. But the one thing you have to understand is that a lot of times the smoke will come in and completely cover up that reference point for the lineup. So you just wanna crouch, aim at this black dot and stand up, and it's gonna achieve the exact same thing with a right click jump throw. Boom, it lands out here, doesn't blind you, or damage you rather, and you're gonna be able to destroy anyone standing here on cat. So now let's go ahead and move on to the second reason why you may want to use a lineup for breaking a smoke. For example, on Dust 2, when the enemy smokes off Xbox, it would be really inconvenient as the mid player to have to run all the way up there out of position and simply right click an HE into the smoke. That's why I recommend doing this instead. And believe it or not, this is actually a very easy lineup. You're just gonna go right here onto the right side of this truck, and you're gonna do a simple jump throw right here in this position, halfway between the ground and this divider right here on the door. That HE is gonna go all the way up here, and it is going to create a massive gap towards the top of mid. And if you're the rifler instead of the opera and want a much closer fight, you can deal with that exact same smoke by going right into this corner and just going up in between these two teeth and doing a left and right click throw right into this position where it would intersect with the top of this building. And that's gonna land right here and open up a nice gap on anyone clearing cat from this position. An even better example of this is if you're the outside player, or maybe you're the mini player here on Nuke, you can deal with these cross smokes very easily by coming right here into this position and doing a left and right click throw at this position here, this nice little blue part of the sign. That HE is gonna land right here and blow that smoke, creating a very big gap that you can shoot anyone through. Or if you're positioned back here behind blue, you can go right here into this position and do a nice simple left click throw just above this pole right here to completely blow the left side of the smoke and catch anyone running across. So moving on over to Ancient, there are a ton of examples where the CTs are going to smoke the bottom of elbow and they're going to go for a peek over here towards B. So a great way to counter that is to position one of your teammates right here into this corner, and you're going to go right into this little crack right here along the wall and do a right and left click throw towards the top of this plank where it would intersect with the gap. So what that's going to do is that HE is going to go all the way around this corner, and it's not going to damage your teammates as they're standing right here. So they don't get slowed down or anything like that, but they're going to have full visibility of this player right here. So here's an example of what this would look like. The HE comes in and boom, I'm not damaged and can destroy this guy and run through without getting tagged whatsoever. Now, if you're ever just holding cross on Inferno and you end up getting smoked off, maybe like the boost, well, a super easy way to deal with that is just to come right here, right click up the sky, and just let that hit. You can then peek and catch anyone crossing. But what if you're just in the middle of rotating and you don't think you can get all the way up to this position in time? Well, you can just get stuck right into this corner and just do a left and right click jump throw anywhere along the base of this shadow. And that's gonna go right here and it's gonna completely nuke that entire thing, and you can catch anyone on the cross. So the most common smoke you're going to see on Vertigo is this one right here for left side generators. So a great way to deal with that is by obviously just blowing it up. Now you could of course just come right here into this position, do a little right click and nuke that thing down. But one thing that I recommend doing is going right here into this position where you're able to throw a lot of utility for your teammates. You can do a left click at the top left of this position, and that's going to land right here with a smoke that's going to fully smoke off all of stairs. And right after you throw that, you can actually move your crosshair up to from this point all the way up to this beam and do a simple left click throw, and that's going to land on the opposite side of the steel beam. So if your teammates are running through like this, well, it's not going to full blind them, but it's going to destroy anyone on the opposite side of it. And then of course from that exact same corner, you can just do a simple left click throw right here in this position to completely obliterate this smoke without it going and damaging your teammates if they're up on this side of the generator. So altogether that could look something like this. So if this smoke ever gets thrown whenever you're long or maybe just rotating towards B, you can go right here into this position and do a simple left click throw with an HE grenade right here at the bottom left of this window. You can scope in and then voila, you have a ton of targets to fight as they're crossing to sight. So yeah guys, I hope all of these HE lineups help you out in your next Face It or Premiere match. And if you have any suggestions for me for future videos, let me know down in the comments below. If you want to support me, go ahead and click that Skins Monkey link, and I'll see you guys in the next one.